Okay, so today we are going to do A3C, which is linear key features. You're supposed to write this on page 12, the objective down here. I will determine key features of a linear function from a graph, table, equation, and verbal description. We're going to do that all week. And then your CBQ 1.1 is on Friday. The essential question for today is, how do you determine key features of linear functions from multiple representations? And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using Desmos test mode a lot, so make sure you open it up and have it ready. Okay? So everybody should have this cut out that we're going to be doing. You're also going to be writing vocabulary words, so you can write the vocabulary words underneath the objective on page 12. We're going to start off with X-intercept. So I want you to write down X-intercept and the vocabulary word, which is, the point where the line crosses the x-axis. And remember, you can pause at any time. If I'm going too fast, no, you write it on the notebook. You're writing it on the notebook. Do not write on here yet. Okay, we're going to put the answers on here. This goes in the notebook. You're going to write down x-intercept and then a little dash, the point where the line crosses the x-axis. Okay, so if x-intercept is where the line crosses the x-axis, right? So this is my x-axis. Make sure you write a little x on your graph. So where does it cross the x-axis? Where does this line, the red line right here, cross your x-axis? At what point? It's in between 2 and 3, right? So what is that? What's in between? 2.5 is in between 2 and 3. So the x-intercept is 2.5, 0. That point right there that I just drew, I need you to draw it on yours. Okay? That's at 2.5, 0. Put the point on the graph. And put the answer on where it says x-intercept. Okay, the next one, Y-intercept. I want you to write down the vocabulary word. Y-intercept is, didn't come out. The point where the line crosses the y-axis. So it's almost the same thing as the x-intercept, except now it's where it crosses the y-axis. Okay? So make sure you pause the video to write down the vocabulary word before moving on. And if we answer the question down here for this graph, the y-intercept, where is the y-intercept here? It's where it crosses the y-axis, right? So this is my y-axis. Where does it cross it? No, not -3. -5. Everybody look up here in my equation. What is that called? What is that one called? No, but what is it called? It's my y-intercept, okay? Look at this equation. Y equals mx plus b. The b is the y-intercept. So make sure you write that down on your notes as well. You can put it on the notebook. Remember, we still have 2 more vocabulary words to write down. So whenever you see the equation in slope-intercept form like this, y equals mx plus b, which is this one, y equals 2x minus 5, the number without the letter, without the x, is your y-intercept. So it was right here at -5, and if I uncover this, it's at 0, -5. Okay? The -5 is on the y. This is x. 0 is x. -5 is on the y. Over here, the x-intercept, the 2.5 is on the x, because it's the x-intercept, and then the 0 is on the y. Okay, so make sure you write that down. The next vocabulary word is the zero of the function. That is the value of x that makes y equal 0. The value of x that makes y equal 0. That's also called, put it right here, dash, the x-intercept. So the 0 is the x-intercept? Yes, the 0 is the x-intercept. So whatever your x-intercept was right here, that is your 0. So it has two words. It can be x-intercept. It could be called the 0. That's why when I uncover it, it's the same thing. Look at this. Same thing as my x-intercept. Okay, make sure you pause the video to write all of that down. Okay, and the last one is the slope. And before I uncover it, okay, before I uncover what the definition of it is, just know that this number in front of the x is your slope. Okay? That number is your slope, and it's right here in my equation, so you don't have to go find it in the graph. Okay? You don't have to go find it if they give it to you in the equation. Okay? But the vocabulary, the definition for slope is, the line's rate of change measured as the change in y over the change in x, which is the rise over run. You guys did this last year and the year before last. Rise over run. How much you go up and how much you go over. And if I do it by hand, I went up 2 over 1. 2 over 1. So 2 over 1 is what? Just 2. Okay, so if I uncover this, my slope is 2. My slope is 2. All right, so this is super easy. We're going to do this today. The worksheet looks like, hold on, we'll pause if you're not done. Okay, so the worksheet today is going to look like this. I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, they're going to give you the equation, and you need to get the table, the graph, and then answer these 3 questions underneath it. So the slope, the y-intercept, and the x-intercept. Well, first of all, I can find the slope and the y-intercept just by looking at this equation. Okay, the slope and the y-intercept are in that equation. And if you don't remember, you need to go back and look at your notes. Okay, I'm not going to give you the answer. But you can put that equation in Desmos. So open up Desmos and type the equation y equals 2x minus 4. So right here, y equals 2x minus 4. Okay, so it gives you the graph. You can even touch the x and the y-intercept, okay? And if you hit this little gear button, everybody find this button. If you hit it, you can open up the table for that equation. So open up the table for that equation, and then more points just pop up, okay? But you don't need all the points. You just need the x-intercept and the y-intercept. But you do need the points to add them to your table. Okay, so on this table, I need 0, 1, 2, and 3. So what does 0 give me? No, 0 gives me -4. What does 1 give you? -2. And what does 2 give you? 0. Now, all I need is 3. So if you click right here, you can add a 3. So just type 3. And it gives you the other number, and it gives you the other point. Okay? So write down the table and answer these 3 questions: slope, y-intercept, and x-intercept. Use your notes and finish up the whole worksheet. When you are done, there is a Schoology assignment. When you are done, there is a Schoology assignment right here at the bottom. A.3C, linear key features. And you can start it at any time. Okay, let me see how many questions it is. It's 6 questions. You just answer them, and that'll be your grade for today. Okay? Don't forget to finish the worksheet as well.